Twitch and Facebook and everything all over again, which is great, assuming that is the case. I'm not going to check because I'm going to focus on the game. Now, the previous stream was me playing against AI opponents. Nothing mattered, and it was practically impossible to lose, although I have seen people lose to AI in the past, and it's kind of shockingly hilarious. This game I will be playing against actual people. However, this is not a ranked game. It is a random, just throw people together and see what happens regardless of skill level game. So I don't feel bad about playing this, because even if I have an episode, it doesn't matter so much. Some people may get pissed off, but it's not going to affect their score. It's not going to affect their rank or anything like that. So right now, the loading screen up, there we go, match has been found, accepting, give me 1 second, I'm just calling sup, because in this one, like in blinds, you have to actually say what position you want to take. Now, for this game I'm going to be playing Morgana.
I am bound, but I will not break.
Okay. For anybody who knows, I'm playing Morgana, who loves to stun people, as you may have seen in the previous playthrough. But one of the other champions is a champion called Lux, who also really likes to stun people. So our team has basically got stun, more stun, and just stun people to death. Just stun them, murder them. As somebody is typing right now, one of my teammates is typing right now, Morgana and Lux, perfect harem. Best harem anime is quintessential quintuplets. Okay, that didn't actually run with my thought process at all, but yeah, okay, let's just roll with that. Alright, hopefully shortly you will actually get to see there's that. Okay. So, the game itself is now loading. You guys will actually get something on your screen in a moment. In future, I'll probably start the stream at about this point. So, during the loading phase. But at those times, I won't be doing a massive intro explaining what the hell I'm doing. Presumably, you guys will already have paid attention to at least 1 or 2 streams and, can work the damn thing out for yourself. Oh, good, you can see that. Alright, so let's shrink that a little so that now you can actually see the hell I'm doing, what the hell's going on. Alright. So, my team is the bottom screen. I'm actually the one in the bottom right corner, which is Exiled Morgana. And normally opposed to me would be whoever's directly on top, but this is blind, it's random, nobody knows what position they're in, and, so the game doesn't know what position you're in. But in ranked games, it'll tell you your opponent is probably this person, unless the players switch it up. Regardless. Yeah. Alright, so Morgana. The hero that I'm going to be playing is very big on ability power, loves to stun people, and just is generally a pretty solid damage dealer. However, I am playing her in the role of support. My job is not to kill people. My job is to lock them down, injure them, and keep my allies safe and alive. My ally in this case, I'm actually not entirely sure who, it's Yasuo, I'm pretty sure. Nasus is probably going top lane, Lux I know was going mid, so Yasuo is probably joining me on the bottom, and Master Yi on the left hand side there is going jungle. So Master Yi is going to be running off into the forest killing dragons. Nasus is probably going to be fighting Teemo. I think Quinn? Quinn, Annie, and Karma. I don't really know Karma that well. Actually, I don't really know Quinn or Karma that well. So I actually don't know which one of them is probably going to be mid or whatever. Oh, I'm in the top right this time. But, as I was saying, my role is going to be support. So I'm going to get this item, Spell Thief's Edge. Now, and I should probably grab a potion as well, because that is a smart thing that professional players actually kind of do. So, as I explained in the previous stream, the objective, one of the ways that you power up in this game is by collecting money. Where the hell are you going? And I totally missed that. That was a shit shot from me. It looks like we're invading. I am not going head first. Somebody else can do that. Anyway, as I was saying, in order to buy items, you need to collect money. Now, some money accrues over time. And that guy is dead. Alright, now... Where are you going? We need you on the bottom. And that's what happens when I don't pay attention and try and show people to the screen. Show things to the screen. Wait, is Lux joining me on bottom? I thought Lux was going mid. Okay, it's me and Lux on the bottom. Yasuo is on mid, which makes a certain amount of sense for Yasuo, but... And now Lux is telling me I have a nice ass. Yeah, I'm not going to go in there. So yeah, it looks like we have... so normally Lux and Morgana... they can either be played mid, which, well, actually, any champion can be played anywhere. But the normal way that these champions are played, because it works, is for either Morgana or Lux to play either in mid, in the mid lane, where the middle lane, or for them to play support. Normally, you don't have both of them in the bottom lane. The reason for that being that, well, there's a lot of reasons for that, but the basic reason for that is that minions give you money, which is what I was trying to explain earlier, but stuff was happening. And whoever kills the minions gets, like, whoever lands the final blow gets the money. Now, in this particular matchup, Lux is the one landing the final blow. Although we both have Spell Thief's Edge, because apparently we're both playing support for some reason. Lux is just getting everything right now, because I'm going to let her. But yeah, normally it's a case of one of you on the bottom lane, which is where I normally play, is killing the minions and getting the money for killing the minions. And the other one is just generally poking the enemy champions and trying to keep the others off their backs. Now, I'm just going to injure those minions, but my spell is not going to kill them. So that's what the Spell Thief, that item is for. It's so that I can still earn gold, because this particular item gives me gold for free. It costs me 400 gold to buy, so it's really not worth it if you're not, you know, playing sup or whatever. Thank you for the shield. But it doesn't really matter. Ooh, I don't have any spells up. Yep. So you can see how the minions are attacking me and they just attack me. They've got a ward in the bush. Now, a ward is this thing. It gives you vision of an area. I'm actually going to put one over here in this tri-bush while I know that the enemy jungle is up here. And I shouldn't jump the screen around like that, but I could see it on the mini-map, but you guys probably couldn't. Stuff is happening. Let's just kill a couple of them. So yeah, this game is clearly not incredibly serious. It's just blinds, and our opponents are probably learning their champions. They probably haven't used their champions before. Otherwise, they would have known to dodge that particular thing, what I just did. I like the... Yeah, as you can see by the comments that the people around me are making, this is a game for people of all ages and maturity. Oh. Anyway. So, yeah, as I was saying earlier, the role of the bottom lane, like, the role that I normally take as support, I do not kill minions. I also try not to kill enemy champions. I mean, we try and kill enemy champions, and it's great when I kill one of them. But killing an enemy champion is not actually my job. That's, in this case, Lux's job. Because what we want, hypothetically, is for Lux to be the massive damage dealer, and for me to be controlling or influencing the fight in positive ways for us. Good work, Master Yi. How's everybody else doing? We seem to be winning in all lanes. Yeah, we're either winning or drawing even in all lanes. So we're doing pretty good at the moment. Our team is kicking butt for some reason. So this is a clearly a bad way to show you how much I suck at this game, because apparently our opponents, I'm going to assume that they're new. They probably are. Alright. I should probably stick around a little bit longer. Really? Really? You took your sweet ass time running? Made me miss my shot? Alright. I'm just going to do that and then retreat. So what I'm doing right now is teleporting back to my base. It means I'm going to miss out on some of the experience that the minions that you get from the minions when they die. But it also means that I can spend my money. Look at all this money I'm spending. And then, using a super special ability, I can teleport back into the battle. Now that's this thing that just happened here, and you'll notice now it's on cooldown. I can't use it for another 350 odd freaking seconds. Oh, nicely done, Lux. Now, Lux is level 6 at the moment, and that big burst of light that she did, that is called her ultimate ability. My ultimate ability is this one here, which is Soul Shackles, which I haven't seen yet because I'm level 5. It hasn't been unlocked yet. But it will be soon. This is my experience over here. We kill a few more minions or kill some enemy champions, and I will get enough experience to go to level 6. If I'd stuck around earlier instead of portaling back, I probably would be level 6 by now. But that wasn't the point. I was low on health, particularly low on mana, but, you know, what are we doing? We just, she's going back. Yeah, and she's giving me these minions, essentially. I missed that one. Just drop a ward there. So the reason I'm dropping these wards, so, as I said earlier, you've got these 3 lanes. You've got the bottom lane, which usually has 2 heroes in it. The support, which is what I am, and the ADC, attack damage carry, who is usually... I have an alarm going off. Why do I have an alarm on? Shit. There we go. Crap. Alright, I will fix that up, whatever. Hopefully it's pointing at me well enough. Sorry about that. I just really did not want to have an alarm blaring in my ear because I forgot to turn a freaking alarm off. Tower's attacking me, as I mentioned in the previous thing. If I attack an enemy champion and I'm in range of a tower, tower will shift targets. But notice how I attacked it there, and like here I'm out of the tower's range. Now, if I can get a clear shot, which I won't if my opponent is at all intelligent. Yeah, I won't. I was really hoping to show you my Soul Shackles ability, but not going to get that off just yet. I'm not sure if I dodged that or if they just have bad aim. Now notice how... oh, it's nice. Smart. Notice how they're keeping behind their minions? That's because my Q, that sort of laser beam that I've been firing out, that doesn't fire over minions. It hits whatever the first thing it hits is, that is what it damages. So if they stay behind their minions, they're relatively safe from me. That circle on the ground, the W that I keep dropping down, that can affect them behind minions, because, you know, that's something I just drop on the ground, essentially. But the Q, my Dark Binding... Oh, I'm getting warnings. We want to hit dragon? Alright. Ooh, some health on the ground. Alright, so what I showed you about the dragon, you'll notice when we kill it, one of these things will light up, and it'll show you what the buff we get from it is. And this is my Soul Shackles. Ah, they took the Cloud Drake. So, plus 10% cooldown. Yeah, everybody's angry at the enemy jungler. So I didn't actually explain that earlier yet. Like, things are going to be a bit all over the place in my explanations because of midway through playing the game, as well as trying to explain the entire premise of the freaking game. So normally I'd go back down to bot lane and try and push that towards that tower. But what we want is to try and push all of the towers in so that our minions can actually get in there and do a lot more of the work for us. And in addition, I want to keep close to, if not my ADC, but whoever in my team is doing the most damage. Because that's who I want to be supporting. Hence the term support. And I'm going to get out of here, out of her range. Sweet. Totally worth taking a couple shots from the tower to give her some damage. Normally it wouldn't be, but the enemy team is not playing exceptionally well, and neither am I. But, yeah, words, things. It was a calculated risk, but I didn't actually have to worry about it being a risk for. Yes, coming back to why I kept placing wards in the bush and all that sort of thing, is because of this dude, their jungler. So they have a dude who usually, you know, you've got the 3 lanes, 2 on the bottom, 1 in the middle, and 1 on top. And then there is usually one of them. Oh, I missed. Oh shit, I need to get out. I need to get out. I'm dead. Anyway, yeah, so, hey, I have some breathing space now for all of 15 seconds. So usually there's somebody running around the jungle, killing the monsters there, getting experience and money from killing the monsters, and then every now and again, as you did see earlier, jumping into one of the lanes and turning what would normally be a 1v1 or a 2v2 into a 2v1 or a 3v2, which is a really, really nice boost if you're not on the receiving end of it. Annie-chan is dead. Morgana-chan, I will avenge you, I promise. Yeah. Obviously, communicating with your teammates is a lot easier if you have the ability to talk, because this game is played via typing on the keyboard and the mouse. And, you know, if you have to use commands to tell your thing, like the Q, W, E, R, those are the buttons I need to press in order to trigger those. So obviously if I'm trying to talk to my teammates, I have difficulty commanding my guys to actually run around and do things. I'm gonna look forward to the day when I stop explaining. I'm just telling you what I'm doing as opposed to trying to explain the freaking rules. Like, he can have that money. Just gonna hide in this here bush. Drop a ward on that side so I can see if they're coming. Teemo is a dick. You'll see why someday. I'm dead. That was because I did a stupid and just didn't give too much of a damn and let the big giant thing beat the shit out of me instead of running fuck away. But yeah, obviously in future games I will actually be paying a lot more attention and actually trying to play like I know what the hell I'm doing, as opposed to right now where I'm just kind of splitting my attention between trying to explain things to you and looking at you instead of the freaking game and actually knowing what I'm doing. I'm just going to teleport straight in because I can. That was not worth taking the shot from the turret. Okay, so the numbers in the top right corner. The red, like, we are blue team at the moment. The red is the enemy team's kills against us. How many kills they have managed to land. Come on. They're not coming. I was hoping to stun them and hit them and cripple them and all. But oh well. Looks like we're going to go after the dragon. I will place a ward on the other freaking side so that we can see when they start coming, which is right sort of nowish. Alright, so we killed the dragon. This one gave us all a little bit of extra armor and a little bit of magic resistance. Yeah, this game is not particularly serious. We are very clearly winning. We have all of our towers. They have lost quite a few of theirs. Freaking... I pressed... I'm not sure why I went back and forth there. This is the worst play I've ever done. You didn't see what I was doing, honestly, yes. Like, you're... The... Yeah, so I'm just dead for a few more seconds. Shit, yeah, at some point I'm going to have to explain things to you. And unfortunately, I don't know why, but I can't see anything anybody is saying. So I don't know if people are actually communicating or saying things or whatever. I can't see other people's chats on my, like, not normally. I've got a program that shows me what, you know, if you're trying to talk to me on Twitch, I can see it, you know, while I'm playing the game. But it doesn't seem to be working for this. Either that or nobody's talking. Either of those could in fact be true, but I think it's more that I actually just can't see what people are saying. And it's hidden behind this overlay. Let's go murder Teemo. Can I murder him without him? Ah, damn it. There we go. Excellent. So friendly reminder, I am not fantastic at this game. As I said previously, I am currently ranked at Iron 1, which is one of the lowest ranks that exist in this game. So there are many, many people who are so much better. Like, I mean, even in this playthrough right now, it hasn't had my full attention, but I've had 2 kills, 3 deaths, and 4 assists, which is where I've assisted somebody else killing somebody else. Where possible, you want to have more kills than deaths, because every time you die, you give your opponent both experience and a lot of money. Yeah, Yep, we both died to that one. We shouldn't have stayed there that long to begin with. But showing you that I know how to play this game is not the point of this stream. It's introducing you to what the hell I'm doing. Probably what I'll do for the next game is actually show you... I'll probably show you TFT, which is a lot more single player and a nice sort of intro game. Like, it's one of the spin-off games, and quite fun. Like, if you're at all interested in this game, you may, like, that was a bad way to put it. TFT is like turning this into a deck building card game. That is almost literally exactly what it is. I'm just going to let the tower do a lot of the work. I am not going to read some of the comments. You can read them yourself. Watch our back. So that explosion there, that mushroom you can see, that is Teemo, that little raccoon fellow that I killed earlier. Oi! How dare you be immune? I screwed that up. Get the hell out of there. Alright, so Nasus is fed. What that means is that the enemy Nasus has a lot of kills. 9 in this case. Our Nasus. Sorry, not the enemy Nasus. On their team, Annie is their star player, who currently has 11 kills. Which is, you know, solid effort. Are we going for the dragon again? Alright. So yeah, as you can see, you kill a few dragons, but then the last dragon you kill, like once you've killed 3 dragons, the 4th one is a much bigger boost. And as you can see, there are different kinds of dragons. So they had one that reduces cooldown, we had one that increases armor, and one that gives us minor regeneration powers, which is always nice. Especially if you're playing a champion that loves regeneration, like Mundo, who is another character I played. His entire bit is basically, you can't kill me, I regenerate faster than you can hurt me. Damn it, would have been nice if that landed. I didn't actually need to trigger that, but I did. So that gold thing that you just saw was me going temporarily invincible. I get frozen in place, but I cannot be targeted by any spells, abilities, or anything, really. I become completely and utterly invulnerable for a period of time. Shit, get out, get out, get out. Keep getting out. I don't think I have enough money to really go back to base. I swear I can actually play better than what you're seeing at the moment. But I promise you, not necessarily by a lot. So that shield, that hexagonal thing, that is something that I put in. It protects my allies against the enemy's abilities, both damage and also against things like stuns, or if something were to slow them down or throw them into the air, whatever. It protects against all of that. What it doesn't protect against is regular damage. So if somebody is playing a champion who does a hell of a lot of regular damage, then guess what? My shield does nothing. And my hourglass, the thing that made me invulnerable, had not quite cooled down by the time I got killed. It would have been a split second later, I actually would have not died there, because I would have been invincible! But I was. What else should I get? I know what I should get. That thing. So this one, damaging spells and abilities reduce enemy movement speed by 20%. So it means that all of these, like that one stuns the target, but this one and also this one will also slow the target. So it makes it a lot harder for them to escape me and or my allies. It's a really nice one to give to support builds, some support builds, because it allows you to crowd control, allows you to control the enemy that little bit / lot more. Just telling everybody that that's where I'm going. That only tells my allies where I'm going, not my enemies. Good work. Alright, so yes, as said, this is humans versus humans. Serious players, and even a lot of casual players who just want to pretend that they're serious or give themselves a bit of a challenge, they play in ranked. Blind is very much casual gamers. Sometimes you see people with genuine skill, who just massacre everybody playing at this level. But more often than not, you don't. More often than not, this is where people who just enjoy relaxing and playing the game chill. As a result, it's often not actually very toxic here. And I got myself killed by the towers and enemy champions. But as a rule of thumb, it's not very toxic. By toxic, I mean people yelling angrily at each other for, you made a shit move, why did you do that, why aren't you playing it the way I want you to play it, and so on and so forth. That happens in the competitive scene a lot. In blinds, it happens, but nowhere near as much. My teleport is back up, so as soon as I'm revived, I will teleport in. And as you can see, we're about to win. There we go. Yay, I got to be present for the blowing up. Yeah. Alright, well. Alright. Good game. Alright. Alright, so that was me taking a crack at blinds and showing you the basics of that. And position the camera a little bit better at least. So, I don't know, hopefully you enjoyed it, hopefully it was vaguely informative. The plan going forwards from now is I'm actually going to be playing this game a fair bit more often, mostly with friends, mostly on the competitive circuit, and hopefully over the next few weeks, months, whatever, you will actually see me improve at this game. If I pass out, as the disclaimer that you can see points out that occasionally happens, you could still watch the rest of the game because my teammates will keep playing and hopefully, not lose despite my spontaneous lack of existence. But that's why I'm playing with teammates, even if I'm on the competitive circuit. If they don't mind me passing out, then fantastic. I think that's about all for this stream. Hopefully over the coming weeks, if you enjoy watching me do this, you'll be seeing a lot more of it. I'm still going to keep the regular times for my streams for Dark Souls, and starting this week will be Baldur's Gate, which that's going to be fun because that's kind of the stream that, not so much that started it all, but like deciding to actually go, yes, I'm going to start streaming this stuff, is because I wanted to do a Baldur's Gate run, and I put it off for a little bit because one of my other friends was doing a Baldur's Gate run, but he has since stopped, like he's not doing more Baldur's Gate because basically he wanted to focus on his Discworld run, which is awesome, but now that he stopped, I'm going to be picking it up, and I'm just going to play through that, and I've got a couple of nice things in planned for the excellent English. I've got a nice thing planned for the Baldur's Gate run, which you'll see on Thursday when I start it, or possibly earlier if something goes wrong with Dark Souls today or tomorrow. Something going wrong being on Liam's side rather than my side. Last week we only got to play on Monday because Liam was unavailable for Tuesday, but normally Dark Souls is Monday, Tuesday. So we will be Dark Souling later today. I think I said that already. Anyway, I'm going to end this stream, and next stream will be me showing you some TFT. Alright.